Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy JD. Today we're playing Team Deathmatch on the map Seatown. I'll be using the UMP with Red Dot, and my secondary is the FMG. Not Akimbo by itself. And my perks are, I think, Sleight of Hand and Quick Draw and Stalker. Yes, Stalker. So this is gonna be, another story time with JD. And I'm sorry that I haven't been doing a commentary. I mean, for quite some times because I've been sick, and bear with me. I might be coughing, I might be sneezing, I might be like that, and all that bad, nasty stuff. I hate getting sick. It's just the worst feeling. It's just like nah, forget about it. Let's continue this story. This story is about my blonde hair. Yes, Asian having blonde hair. Well, that's pretty alright. No, it's not. I'm Filipino, and oh my God, it was back in fifth grade. Um, I was going back to school, right? Because the holiday ended. I got my PS1, PS1, and I got my GameCube and all that good stuff. So go back to school, study. Same old, same old. And my mom told me, hey, Raymond, you want me to color your hair? Uh, yeah, and I said, yeah, sure, why not? So I wanted to color like just brown, like normal dark brown, but I fell asleep for an hour. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Look at that juking. Oh, and I died. But I fell asleep, and the color, you know how the longer it stays, the more effect your color is. So I was like, holy crap. Then when I took a shower, when I woke up in the morning, I looked like Britney Spears. Man, dude, I looked like Britney. No, I'm just kidding. But it was blonde, like red kindish blonde. It wasn't good at all. I was embarrassed to go to school. I was like, Mom, I don't want to go to school. But she was like, you better go to school, man. It good for good for you. And I want you to become a doctor or a nurse. That's how Asian talks. And I was like, oh, whatever. So I was embarrassed. And then when I went to school, this girl, she's my best friend. Her name is Shanika, and she was like, Raymar, you look so cute. But in my mind, I think they're just making fun of me. They're all touching my hair and all that crap. Dude, I look like a freaking gay person. Oh my God, that was horrible. It was the worst day of my life. It turned out like bad. I didn't I didn't even want that. And the principal, uh, the next day, I mean, the principal was like, "What happened to your hair?" And I was like, "I dyed it. I colored it." And she's like, "No, you're not supposed to do that. You can kill those cells in your hair, and you're gonna go bald." And I was just laughing because I thought she was joking, but she was pretty serious. How coloring your hair or dyeing your hair will kill the hair. It's just bad since there's chemical and all that bad stuff that goes into you and all that, etc., etc. Then there's another story I want to tell you. Oh, that was the end. It wasn't like a story. It was just more like a mini time story, bedtime, all that stuff. So there's another story, and it's called allergic food. I went home from school and I was like, Daddy, can I go to a chow mein? And I wanted some Chinese food, and he's like, okay, you just wait, and let me get your food for you. And and I was like, okay. So I waited for a couple of minutes, right? And I got my food, that chicken. I ate it, and he's like, bye bye, I got to go to work. So he went to work, and I ate the chicken, and after a couple of hours, I was like, what the hell? My body was swollen, like itchy, like, oh my God, man. Then I started pointing, using ointment, anything that I can find, because I was scared to tell my parents. So then it got worse. It spread around my back. Then I was like, Mommy, and she's like, what? And I was like, my body is bumpy. And then she took a look, and she's like, oh my God, no, let's call your daddy. Let's call 911. So my dad answered, and he was scared too. So he came, driving back home as quick as possible, and I went to the doctor, and the doctor said and he said that it's allergenic food, and you could sue those guys for like money. But we were, my parents are pretty nice and they don't really care. They don't want to have trouble, so they said, nah, nah, just forget about it. But we never went to that food again or that place again, because then that was the worst aller- allergy ever. So that's about it, you guys. And I hope you guys like my story time with Jade. So please subscribe and comment, and peace.